big as my head. Oh my gosh, look at the size of it. It's like deja vu. I was doing this last year and I'm doing the same bleeding thing again. I have to admit that the other day I did make a bit of a big mistake at the allotment plot. Good morning guys, welcome back to my allotment diaries. My name's Emma, these are the allotment diaries. I'm at the other end of the allotment site today. I'm just having a little bit of a mooch around. It's so quiet at this end. I feel like this is the posh end of the allotment and my end is like the scraggly end. I hope I don't offend my neighbours by that, but this end of the allotment is so pristine and neat, honestly. It is very much like being on a completely different allotment site when you're at this end. I'm on the lookout for anything I can use as like a base for my new greenhouse, which I'm going to get. Greenhouses are massively on offer at the moment, like they're massively discounted everywhere. I was looking at them last night randomly and my goodness, they are massively reduced. So if you want to get one, now may be the time to purchase one. If you want to get a new one, there's not many sort of second-hand ones on Marketplace. I can't find any. So I just thought I'd better get a new one just to be sure, especially if they're heavily discounted. I might use the money that I made from my planner and treat myself to a greenhouse, which would be really exciting. But I have found these. I think they're like roof slates or something, and there's a great big pile of them here. I'm wondering if these might be quite good as a base, but I don't know because they're sort of a funny shape, and I sort of really what I wanted was patio slabs is what I'm really looking for, and I don't know if they're available to take. Someone might have just piled them here to use later, so I need to check. But I'm sort of going to have a look around, see if there's any other patio slabs anywhere, because people do sort of dump them sometimes. So one man's rubbish is another man's treasure, woman's, whatever. Got a little bit of a groove to them, so I'm not sure if they would be perfect for a base, so we'll keep looking, I think. Ooh, I can see another allotment site being cleared down there. This is sort of the time of year where people come and clear them. I expect they'll be burning all of that stuff soon, but yeah, the question is how long will they stay, because this happens quite often. I hope they stay. That looks like a very nice site with a lot of sunshine. Guys, how are you all doing today? We are well and truly, oh my gosh, is that a spider or a fly? Please. We are really in December now, so I'm going to try and do some more Christmassy vlogs coming very soon, I promise. I'm doing a bit of a garden theme for my Christmas table this year, and I thought I'd do a video showing you my Christmas table, because I always make a big deal with the Christmas table, even though it's just the four of us. It's just me, my husband and my two kids for Christmas this year. I still make a massive deal with the table, so I thought I'd show you that because it's sort of garden-y themed, so I thought that might be quite fun. I have to admit that the other day I did make a bit of a big mistake at the allotment plot and filmed it, and when I got home I did know that I'd made the mistake, but the thing is I put it on TikTok, this mistake that I made, and it sort of went a bit viral and it caused a lot of engagement in the comments, and I thought, oh, that's really good because people are talking about gardening for once, and anything that gets people talking about gardening and sharing their gardening knowledge I think is a really positive thing, especially at this time of year. It's hard to get people engaged in talking about gardening, and I still love my allotment at this time of year and I still try and share it as much as I can. So I left the mistake in the vlog in the hope that people will get talking in the comments and be, sharing their potato knowledge and stuff. The mistake that I made was that I pulled up a couple of my Christmas potatoes early and I said, oh, I've only got one potato from them, and it's the bleeding seed potato that I planted. What an absolute wally. So the potato that I pulled out was the potato that I'd actually planted, so I got no potatoes from them so far. I realised it when I got home because I'm so used to the seed potato being mushy and like all like disgusting when you pull it out the ground and all slimy, and these were like in perfect condition still, which means that the plant just hasn't grown properly yet. But yeah, I left it in, and the comments definitely gave me a laugh. People just coming out and just being like, that's the potato you planted. But yeah, I thought I'd just let you know that I know I made that mistake. I left it in. I'm glad it got you talking. I'm glad it gave some of you a bit of a laugh. I hope it makes you sort of know that, like, even I've been doing this for 5 years, right, and I put myself out here online and show all my gardening stuff, but even I get it wrong sometimes, and that's okay. It's okay to get it wrong and to make stupid mistakes and embarrass yourself. I'm always embarrassing myself here, like, consistently, and I just don't care, and I think you shouldn't care as well. So if anything like that puts you off of gardening, like making a stupid mistake like that, please don't let it put you off. Please just get on and do it. I do it all the time. Look at that stupid, embarrassing mistake I made. Ha ha ha. Everyone's laughing at me. And I still love gardening. I'm still going to do it. And I hope that that just gives you a little bit of encouragement that, you know what, just make a wally of yourself, because that's what we're all doing really. And it's fine. It's just fine. So anyway, there we go. I've admitted my mistake. You know about it now. So for this space at the back here, which I'm clearing at the moment, I am definitely thinking greenhouse. I've always wanted a greenhouse, always, always, always. And like I said, they're very heavily discounted at the moment. Do you mind? Do you have to? The only thing is, I don't know where it should go, whether it should go in that space or I should move it along a bit. The only thing I'm thinking is, visually, would a greenhouse look better sort of at the end of the archway, sort of visually? Both of those areas would work for a greenhouse because they get equal light, but would it visually look better to have the greenhouse right at the end of the archway, sort of framed in the archway, or over there, slightly off the archway? I haven't quite decided. I'm not sure. I really need your opinion on that because I just don't know. It would be nice sort of framed at the back here, sort of there. I can go straight into the greenhouse. There's the greenhouse. I feel like that's right, as opposed to having it like off to the side. Do you know what I mean? Just like visually. I'm not like a garden designer, but I feel like that would look good. So the advice that I've got given from you guys so far is just get one as big as possible. So I will get the biggest one that I can A, afford, and B, that will fit here. So I've got my tape measure just to sort of figure out what sort of size. I reckon it could go sort of from there right up to the pathway, and then maybe £8 foot. Yeah. Alright, so I'm sort of looking at like 8 foot by 6 foot. 8 foot by 6 foot. Does that even exist? Let's have a little look. Right, so I've just done a little bit of Googling. This one here is from somewhere called the Trading Depot. It's 8 foot, 6 foot by 8 foot, out sunny, aluminium, large walk-in poly greenhouse with a slide door. It's £276.79, reduced from £345.98, so it's 20% off in the Black Friday. It sort of looks like that. This is not an advert, by the way. I've literally just Googled this. That's just a Google. That's the sort of thing I'm thinking of getting. I quite like the idea of the, what are the panels? Polycarbonate panels. Polycarbonate. It's also got rain gutters, this one, which is quite good. But yeah, the polycarbonate thing I'm interested in, because a lot of people's glass greenhouses get smashed around here. So I think maybe that might be a better way to go for the allotment. I think at the end of the archway, I really do. I think it's going to go there. So I'm going to start clearing the space for it. Enough talking. Let's do some action. If you're sitting there thinking the same as me, like how do you even begin to tackle an area like this? Just know that this entire plot was just like that space. This is exactly what it was all like, and I had to just painstakingly go through it all. Now luckily I'm not in any rush this time. So when I took on this whole plot, I was in a bit of a race. You know, I was racing spring basically and trying to get it all done before the spring. But now I've only got this little section here to do, so I can kind of take my time a little bit and just relax. I say that, but I will still rush through it all because that's just what I'm like. I'm going to collect all the rubbish up and put it in a pile. That's what we're going to do. In a pile. Oh, hi Einstein. Einstein always loves it when I do these jobs. 3 worms, eh? Seagull. There's no sea around here, mate. What are you doing around here? Ah, these canes are a nightmare to get out of the ground. Oh, yes. Look at that. Woohoo! So once you sort of chopped an area like that back, you've got to rake it over, get all the like little bits out the way that you chopped down, and then you need to dig out anything that's like that. Which is an absolute nightmare. I mean, this is like a blackberry bush. It must have been growing for absolutely yonks. Yonks and yonks that's been growing. Look at it, look at the state of it. You've got to get it all out the ground, and you just got to go through it all meticulously and then sort of rake it over again and then dig it again and see if there's any more like big weeds in there and stuff. Eventually you will get it cleared, but it does take time, and I do not have the strength. It's like deja vu. I was doing this last year and I'm doing the same bleeding thing again. It is getting a little bit clearer, you can see, but I really do. I mean, this is the job. This is the job of the winter, isn't it? Just turned my glove out and there's a load of like seeds in the glove that have come out. I think a mouse has been going into my glove and sort of sleeping in it, using it as a sleeping bag. I can't put those on ever again now, can I? Should I? Oh my gosh, I think he's been using it as a sleeping bag, I really do. I know what you guys are going to say. You're going to say that I should put my gloves in like a little box or something to stop them from getting in it. But at the same time, the idea of a mouse curling up and sleeping in one of my gloves and just feeling the joy it must feel to be like, oh, I found a sleeping bag. You know, I'm not going to be cold. They still work all right. He's not broken them or anything. How can I be mad at that? He's just trying to make do with what he can find. You know, same as I do, really. I can't believe I put those on. That's the bravest thing I've ever done. Right. I've had enough of chopping stuff down. We've got all winter to do that. I'm going to pull up the rest of my parsnips. They are looking so sad. Oh my gosh. You poor things. I'm so sorry. Look at the state of my parsnips. They look so sad. I know you're supposed to wait till after the frost to harvest them, but these are way over. These are dead. So I need to get them out the ground and hope I can still eat them. I mean, they look a really good size. They look fantastic. So let's pull them all up today. Right, I have a feeling these are going to be quite easy to get out, so I'm just going to try and sort of pull them out. Absolutely love pulling up parsnips. They're so exciting. They're completely dead. I can see a couple here, so I'm just going to try and sort of pull them up. Oh my gosh, they're coming up so easy. Look at this. I thought they would. Beautiful. Let's get his mate up. Yeah, lovely. Really, really nice little sizes. Oh, beautiful. Let's try you, mate. They're coming out so easy as well. There's always one. There's always a dodgy one. I know what that looks like. I think you know what that looks like as well. So we'll just leave it at that. Teeny tiny parsnip. It's all right. It's always one or two. It's always two. Just stopping to remind you to wear gloves when handling parsnips because the leaves can cause a reaction on your hands. So just make sure you wear gloves. This is a whooper. Guys, this is an actual whooper. I don't even know if I'll be able to get him up. No, I can't. He's got a mate next to him. Let's get this mate up. Just gonna get your mate up. Yeah, teeny tiny mate. Oh my gosh, the size of you. Oh, this is gonna be the whooper. Oh, coming up so easy. Wow! Look at him with his octopus legs. Oh, beautiful. Oh, it smells gorgeous. It smells absolutely gorgeous. There's another. Wow. I know. Look at the size of this one. It's absolutely huge. Oh my gosh, look at the size of it. Wow. That's a whopper, that is. I knew you were going to be a big one. That's amazing. Yeah, the birds are going crazy. Birds are going crazy too. Yeah, I know. Big, wasn't it? They love it. They love Parsnip Day, the birds. Oh, little one. Right. I just switched the camera off because I was like, oh, it's pretty much over now. I've got them all out. I've just found the mother of all parsnips. Look at the size of this one. Look at the size of him. I don't know how I'm going to get him out. I might have to dig him. Wow. What a whooper. Look at the size of this one. That is an absolute whopper of a parsnip. I thought I'd already pulled out the big ones, but that's on another level of big. That's incredible. Oh my goodness. So many parsnips. I know what you're thinking. Bigger doesn't always mean better. Sometimes when a crop is too big, it actually doesn't taste as great as the smaller ones. But there's no denying that that is pretty exciting to pull up from the ground. You know, bigger sometimes is more exciting, it just is. And some of these are real whoppers of parsnips. They did fantastically this year, the parsnips. I always sow my parsnip seed in February, and then I cover them with a cloche, and then I sort of leave them alone, and they do great every single year, and I'm always pulling them up around November, December time. It's always just sort of worked for me, and I mean, they're really big and really tasty, and they absolutely stink of parsnip, which is a good thing. You know, they good stink. They smell of parsnip, that's what I'm trying to say. They smell absolutely gorgeous. So it's worth doing in February if you can, and just cloching over. I think it just works. I think they like the cold, the seeds, to get started with, and then they need the warmer weather to grow, and then you pull them up in the cold again. It's just how they work. It's just how they, I just figured them out. I figured them out. So I'm going to take all those parsnips home today, make some parsnip soup. I don't think I'll be eating them for Christmas because I think they'll probably go off by then. But we'll eat them in December, which would be really nice. Hope you've enjoyed my little vlog today. There's going to be some Christmassy vlogs coming up next week, so please enjoy those. And I will see you again Monday. So have a lovely gardening weekend. Try and get outside if you can. I know it's going to be quite cold, but even just going for a walk around the allotment site, just seeing what's growing and seeing the wildlife and stuff, sometimes that can just be nice, can't it? So yeah, have a lovely weekend. See you Monday. Thanks for watching. Bye.